Graham. Mounted games were introduced into South Africa in the year 2000 by the Canadian National Mounted Games team. They ran clinics all over the country and chose an individual team to compete in the World Team Championships, which they hosted. From this, we have been driving the development of the sport, which has taken off in the last few years. A solid base was established in KwaZulu-Natal, where Ian Marr is the chairperson of the MGASA. After moving to Pretoria to study veterinary science in 2012, Megan Marr has been driving the development of the MGA with the help of some key members such as Mackenzie and Felicia, Rowan. One of our KwaZulu-Natal riders, Dani Vinay, moved to the Western Province to study and has been driving the sport there. South Africa has sent invitational teams to the World Team Championships in all of 2003, 2008, 9 and 2014. South Africa pioneered and hosted an international in 2010, namely the Southern Hemisphere Championships. A team then travelled to New Zealand in 2011 and 2014 and to Australia in 2012 for the same competition. It was hosted by South Africa in 2013, where our team was victorious. The competition has grown and is now known as the Five Nations and includes Canada and America. With us, Megan Marr, who's one of the leading lights in this wonderful, exciting sport that we've come to learn about today. Tell us about how you got involved and where the sport's going on the international front.
I got involved very, very young, playing pony club games. I had a little Welsh mountain pony, and then the Canadian national team came out in 2000 and ran clinics around the country, so I was 12 or 13. So basically just got involved with those, and then my dad built up a whole lot of equipment. We practiced, sent a team to the World Team Champs in 2001, and then it's just grown from there. So that was a bunch of 5 riders that went and learned a whole bunch because we had never seen most of the equipment. So we were on borrowed ponies that we hadn't ridden before. And then we sent a team to Kentucky in 2003 again for the World Champs, and then just started running individual competitions to get more and more riders involved. Then in 2010 we ran our first international in the country. We invited New Zealand and Australia over. So that took place in Pietermaritzburg at the Royal Agricultural Show. And then it's just grown even more from then.
And of course, to hook up with the Royal Agricultural Show, which is such an established event, did you get good cooperation from them?
Yes, we did. We had great time slots, so there was always a crowd watching. We stabled our ponies at the police yard across the road, so that was really helpful. They helped out a lot. It was great to have it at such a big event because then it gave the riders that were travelling a lot of things to do and things to look at, and it's always nice to ride in front of a bit of a crowd.
It's great to see the different disciplines uniting, from racing to games, and we show jumpers. So we hope when it's finished we'll get some big title shows here, and you can come watch all the retired racehorses do their jumping here.
You seem to be doing particularly well on a retired racehorse, which we're very proud of, to see that they've got an afterlife, and he looks like he's an absolute gem when he's listening to you.
No, he's 100%. Even when he's not listening to him, I think I should be listening to him a little bit more. But no, he's a cracker, 100%. He's one of the best horses I've ever ridden. As also an ex-racehorse, he gets pretty excited. So as soon as I lean forward to go down, he's already on the move. And for precision races like that, where you really got to place the ball very carefully, it's a bit tough. But you're getting there slowly but surely. Last year was a bit of a disaster. This year, it's going quite a bit better, yeah.
I see you talk to him a lot.
Yeah, it's very important, like for him especially, he listens to me quite nicely, so I need to speak to him all the time, tell him relax, tell him this, okay, turn, and that sort of thing. And like, not to say they understand English or they don't understand English, but
Tone of voice.
yeah, exactly, you know, and they listen to your voice and they know, okay, right now I'm doing this or that. But yeah, he's very sharp, like he anticipates a lot, which is perfect for this type of discipline, yeah.
Prize money definitely would be something nice to look towards when we have bigger shows with lots more entries coming in, lots more entry fees, because our expenses are, you know, the ground levies for the yard owners, and the medic levy is always expensive but obviously essential. Yeah, I think those are the main expenses.
Well, tell us about this particular venue that you are participating in today.
This venue has actually been incredible. We've run most of our trainings here. It's Pembroke Equestrian Centre, and it's been absolutely incredible. The going is really good. We can play games on sand or grass, it doesn't really matter. It just depends. You know, we've had to change our equipment slightly because we can't stick stakes into the sand arena. But we've been able to make a plan. There's always lovely catering, so we've really been lucky with the venue.
There's quite an informal vibe over here. I mean, it's a competition and it's serious fun, but it's not as if it's completely cutthroat. And obviously when you go overseas, it's going to be a lot more competitive. Is that what you guys are aiming for now?
Yes. Well, I focus a lot on growth and development of riders and ponies. Why we actually started running that smaller international between us, New Zealand and Australia, was just to give riders exposure before we sent our invitational teams, you know, to compete against 17 other countries in a world championship, where overseas it's a professional sport. So we obviously need to build up to get to a very competitive level, but for the amount of exposure our riders get to competition here, we've got incredibly talented riders.